Hey guys, so after doing a vlog on mentioning and going into Habbo Hotel, which is now called Habbo, just to have a quick look, I thought I'd do a video on my experience with Habbo Hotel and why I think it kind of ultimately fell flat on its face. So, when I went on Habbo, so actually, first, if you don't know what Habbo Hotel is, literally kind of in the name, in its name. So it's like this massive hotel that you can imagine with numerous rooms and everything like that. And it's like in a pixel kind of world. So you pick your character, you decide what your character looks like, and it's basically like a mix of like creating rooms, so you can create different rooms, also meeting new friends and stuff. So it's like a chat sort of thing, but you can also play games and create rooms and all that sort of thing, buy furniture, that sort of thing. So when I went on the Habbo Hotel, I remember seeing it advertised, and it must have been around, I want to say around 14, 15, and I was completely obsessed, like literally obsessed. I was more about like playing the games and stuff. So with the rooms, you can create rooms and stuff. And if you saw that video, I had like a cozy room because that was like a game, which I sort of remember, which I explained in there. But you can make rooms and make games and stuff. They also had games as well, which you did have to like pay for, which we'll get into its monetization in a minute. Um, but yeah, as I said, you could create your own sort of like games. You can also like role play as well, because there's a lot of people that kind of role play as children, and like you had rooms like adoption rooms, so you could like adopt a child, but really it wasn't necessarily a child, it was someone like role playing a child, which was pretty cool. And then you had the official rooms, which I'm so annoyed they got rid of the pools. So they had like a pool where you could like dive from it as well, and then you can sort of do different like dive phases and stuff, and you'd get a score, like these like judges would score it and stuff. It was cool. It's kind of went downhill, which I mentioned in the vlog. But anyway, so on top of that, to buy furniture, you had to buy coins. So, so not only did you have to buy coins, you could also, there's this sort of like club sort of thing as well. So onto buying the coins and the club. So you could either just buy the coins, and then once you've bought the coins, then buy the club, or sometimes there's packages where you could just buy to be part of this elite club. Well, it's not an elite club, but basically it gave you access to so it gave you access to kind of clothing that only people in the Habbo Club could have, also colours, furniture as well, stuff like that. So now you can only pay by debit card, but back in the day, if I can find a clip of what the phone line operator sounded like, because it was so cool, like it was such an it's such an experience. So you could either text or you could phone this phone line. So when you phone this phone line, it would take it through from your phone bill, and they made it so creative when it came to phoning it up, because it was like you were literally phoning up the Habbo Hotel. It was cool. So before people complained about monetization and stuff like that, Habbo Hotel did it first. um so obviously, as I said, you can buy furniture and stuff like that. I didn't really notice it that often, but sometimes you'll get that odd person that will take the piss out of somebody who was wearing like the basic clothes, because for whatever reason they couldn't afford to like join the club and stuff. But it wasn't that kind of what's it, where you see it everywhere. It was like now and again. Another feature which I thought was kind of cool, but you knew they were kind of swearing. So if you try to put a swear word in and send it, the swear word wouldn't come up in the text. The word bobber would just come up, which was so weird. I thought it was so funny as well. But you knew they were saying some sort of swear word. But obviously they didn't want to kind of show it to like, they didn't want to like obviously bring kids into experience where people would like swearing. So they just replaced the swear word with the word bobber. So as I said, I was kind of really obsessed with this game. So but then things started to go not downhill as such. So first off, as I said, I mentioned before, you could buy credits, and this is the thing now anyway, where it comes to like games where you have coins and stuff like that, there's a lot of scammers. And what used to come in was people used to scam people and say, if you click on that website, you'll get you get free coins if you put in your username and password, which you may sound stupid, but like there were young children going on this site, so I mean it's easy to like fall for it if you're that young and you're not necessarily like book smart or anything like that. And what would happen is they'll come to log in again and all their furniture's gone because the scam is just taking everything. So that used to be a thing. I think they used to put like a warning out as well, not to kind of go on these sites because obviously they were like scamming and stuff. So there was that. And then other things started to happen, like seedy things. So as I said, you could create rooms, um, basically any kind of room you could create a shop, because you used to be able to kind of trade furniture for other furniture or trade it for money, because you could used to buy not like the physical thing, but like technically the physical thing of the money, and then swap it, and then you could exchange it, and then that money will go in your account, if that makes any sense. So, or in your Habbo account thing. So you could open that. As I said, you could open adoption rooms. You could also do kind of like fairground kind of rooms. I thought those were really, really creative. Um, so there's that. And then you had the other rooms. Okay. So this is where it kind of was questionable. So you used to be able to get strip rooms, and you can tell by the name of the room when I say strip rooms. Now they used to be clever and sort of like it would say strip rooms on the room title, but they used to be creative with it, like using like symbols and stuff, because obviously Habbo aren't gonna just approve the word strip room. And as you can say, it was literally a simulation of a strip club. So you would have people literally simulating stripping their clothes off, and depending on the club, sometimes would, as I get paid with the like little coin things, which I explained just a minute ago. And then it got a darker turn for the worst, and it got to the point that then where people were simulating having sex. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to join in it, but at this point I knew what sex was. But if you think about it, as I said, there's like as young as 12 are going on this site. And the thing is, what makes it even more just seedy is any age could join this, and you could just pretend to be like 13, you could pretend to be 12, and they could be these kind of like paedophiles you're having simulated sex with, and they're having like a get off with it. Now don't get me wrong, Habbo Hotel did try. As soon as they found out what was happening, they would get rid of the room, and then suddenly you would be out the room, and it's because either it got reported or Habbo Hotel found it and just deleted it. So they did try with that. Obviously, with other kind of things you've got with like chat rooms and other things, you got like paedophilia and stuff like that. So after that, after like a year of that, I kind of went off it, and then it blew over on the news, and not in a good way. So there was obviously headlines saying that this isn't safe for your children at all. And then at this time I was like, yeah, I kind of know, because it kind of got a little bit, I mean, people were simulating having sex, people were simulating stripping. It was getting to the point, and it's getting to the point where people were asking for like age, location, name, and obviously that's in all social networking situations where you could be talking to someone on Facebook and they're not who they are. Like, it happens all the time. It was just more so the fact that young people were on there, and it kind of, I think from there it just kind of went downhill. I mean, they've kind of updated it and stuff, and they got rid of all the good rooms and everything like that, so it's kind of, what's the point? Now they have kind of moved with the times and got an app, which I haven't been on the app. But yeah, and I remember as well at the time when I was on it, like, you'd have celebrities that go on there that have like special like celebrity kind of days where they'll go on it and stuff. It's kind of gone to shizzles, but I think that's the reason why it kind of got to the point where what's that word? Under, I can't even speak, but you know what I mean. People that that you didn't want on the site ended up being on the site, and obviously when parents didn't think it was kind of safe, which it is. I mean, if you think about it now, I mean, this was kind of literally a chat room for kids, and usually like you wouldn't advise kids going on a chat room anyway. So it was kind of one of those sort of things. But I mean, I met a friend on there, well, two friends on that on Habbo Hotel, so that was a good thing. But as I said, there's kind of like a seedy part of it, um, and now it looks completely dead because everyone's on TikTok, Facebook. Places like that don't help either, but I think a lot of the reasons why it kind of went downhill is because of the seedier part that was starting to happen on the happen on the app. So yeah, that was my experience with Habbo Hotel. It was a very unique idea. It kind of was. I think Minecraft was out then, but it's kind of like a Minecraft where you build stuff, but in addition to that, you could like make friends. I was gonna say meet friends. We can meet friends, but anyway, to make friends and stuff like that, and to chat with people. But then it started to get a little bit, yeah, and their monetization as well. I don't know how much I actually spent on that, so it's kind of one of those things where I stopped playing it, but then the amount of money I actually put in it was quite a bit with the furniture and everything like that. But yeah, that's basically, if you think about it, it's bad, the monetization, because now we think of monetization aiming at young people really bad and stuff. And with Habbo, then when that happened and Habbo Hotel started, you didn't think anything of it. But then we're pretty hard on convincing people to buy money, especially spending money on the Habbo Club, because all the nice hairstyles were exclusive to the Habbo Hotel clubs, and same with clothes and stuff like that. So they were clever with that. But as I said, it got a bit kind of dangerous for younger, well, not dangerous, but it kind of got a little bit too seedy for young kids to be exposed to that sort of thing at a young age, because yeah, you got to remember it was kind of aimed at young kids, which is weird, as I said, if you think about it, as it's a chat room. But yeah, that's it for this video, so bye guys.